Time for some more beneath the radar type people, and this person is Royce the 5'9". So if you don't know who he is, all you got to do is look at Eminem's work as of the 2010s decade, and you'll find him. He has dropped a series of albums. He's a part of Slaughterhouse, and he's also a part of Bad Meets Evil with Eminem. All this is like a clusterfuck. If you're wondering why this guy just came out of nowhere, it's because he originally worked with Eminem, I think in the 90s or something. They had, he went through some trials the last decade, and now he's in the spotlight, and it's actually quite frequently. So I like this person. He kind of feels as if he's one of the people that Eminem calls for, like a mercenary or something. Just someone that, a secret weapon or something. And I like that. But at the same time, not a ton of people are going to really know who this guy is. So, it's hard to distinguish his solo records just because the production is so stark and minimalist, and it doesn't have like super name producers and radio singles. So it's just a very distant record, and I think a lot of people, this is just going to be for the hardcore. I wanted to do it because I wanted to shed new light on some people. This is you got to understand that this guy is really tight with Eminem. So if these guys are that cool with one another, this should almost be like getting a secret Eminem album in the points where he wasn't dropping. So now that you know who he is, you can look for his releases and find a bunch. He dropped one in 2002. He dropped one in 2004, which is the one I'm doing. He dropped one in 2005. All these years when Eminem didn't. And that's the same thing. Members of D12 like Proof. Eminem might not have been here in 2005, but the D12 was. And so that gives you an extra space to find some people if you just need more people similar to Eminem. Because I've been down that road where you want something from someone, but they dropped a year and a half ago, and you still got quite a distance until their next project. So this is like a placeholder. If you're not willing to try out some new music, you're missing out on something, because this is actually a fairly solid CD. It's just not commercial in any sense of the word. So, can you smoke to this? I think the answer is yes, you can. Gangsta is a good one. Regardless, I and Me, and Beef. These are all some really good smoking songs. The album is called Death is Certain, and it's actually rather dark, but I do like it. I'm actually quite proud of the theme of it, just because it has like a more dusk type feeling more than a nighttime feeling, as if things are getting ready to happen. So I guess that goes with the title. The production is, like I said, it's handled well. I liked at least 7 songs out of 13, so that's kind of the thing. Yeah, I did. I like 7. So the unheard songs, these are the ones that I liked. I liked Regardless, Gangsta, I and Me, Beef, Bomb First, Everybody Goes, Death is Certain Part 2. Those are the 7 ones. All of these records, the ones I listed to smoke to are essentially like the best ones, but the beats are not going to hit you right off the bat as just incredible. So this is really one of those records that if you're a little bit obsessed with rap, you're going to find. But the reason why is just, hey, all it takes is just inquiring. You know who Bad Meets Evil is, right? Well, guess what? Now, someone that Eminem fucks with and has went on tour with has made his own series of albums. So it's as if, well, why not check some of these out? You know, that's a whole new person. That's good 80, 180 more songs for you to listen to. So, but I will say a weakness on this album is there's not really anyone that there really is no big name features, and there's a lack of radio song, and then not every beat on here is good. So once again, there's 15 songs, but one's an intro and one's less than 2 minutes. So I don't count that. So there's actually 13. I like 7 out of 13. So I recommend this release. I'm going to give it a 5.5 out of 10, just because it's good, but there's just a few too many plotting songs. I think actually there's a song by DJ Premier on here that just really blows chunks. You know, he's a heralded producer, but it just doesn't, it's not good music. You know, that's the thing. The beat is just not good. You know, the songs that were touted as radio songs, you know, they don't work. And there's just, you know, there is a handful of bad beats more than there should be. So it loses a lot of flair when that's the case. The future, I mean, Royce has been kind of sitting on, you know, his money right now, and I don't know what he's up to. Slaughterhouse is apparently going to drop a new album. I don't know what's going to happen with Bad Meets Evil, but he is on the Southpaw soundtrack, so I guess I would just say go to that. And he did do a Prime, you know, he made like a group with DJ Premier and did that. So I may end up reviewing that one day. Is this album social? I'm going to give it a 2 social, just because it's really hard to, I don't see a ton of people looking this guy up, but that's why I wanted to do it, so more people would. And so, I mean, you just got to realize Eminem's duo group, he's the other guy, and check out some of his music. It'll, you know, it's kind of like a victory that's kind of beneath the radar. So, alright, I give this album a 5.5 out of 10 and a 2 social. Subscribe for more fun.